Get into 2018. £20,000, £18 lost. And it's going well. It's going good. No, I'm going to stick with well. It's going well. It's nearly April, and I've lost £3 last week. I think in total I've lost about £8. So we're getting to that point where it's soon going to be not necessarily about me losing more weight, but maintaining a lower weight. And I've been a little bit more kind of salad soups, a bit of juice to get there. As I start introducing a broader diet, I suppose, things where I'm including a little bit more carb, where I'm looking at eating more regularly and not going through phases where I eat quite diet targeted. It's going to be about maintaining that weight off. But I've got 5 great healthy habits that I've been loving, and a couple that I want to add. So first healthy habit is I've been kind of making sure that each day has a meal where it's soup or salad. So basically what I'm saying is I used to really like a couple of bowls of cereal in the morning or one at night. I'm still struggling with that habit a little bit at night. I'm going to cut out, but I'll talk about that in a minute. And then it used to be like sandwiches, crisps, maybe a fizzy drink or something for lunch. Killed me calories wise. I'd then get to dinner and I'd have really big portions of potato based food. It might be a takeaway or something on the run, so I'd be eating like chips, or even the things that I eat at lunchtime when I'm at work and I'm rushing through my day were like very, very rich, heavy food in wraps, or I would often have like a rice-based dish, or something I really love from Cubanas in Waterloo is their plantain and veggie box, which is great, and thankfully they've been putting the portions down, so I didn't have to. But it does mean that I'm in that space where, that's really tempting. Let's have a bowl of cereal in the morning, some snacks throughout the day. Then let's have a really heavy rice-based, carb-based lunch. Then let's repeat the same, maybe having had I don't know, not always, but like a pasty on the way home. Then having this kind of huge, heavy meal in the evening, and then getting that sweet craving late at night, and it was killer. And that's kind of the routine I got myself into. Now, happy, healthy. So there's a soup or a salad in every day. There's no unnatural sugar. Now, this isn't going to be a long-term thing, but for Lent, it's given me that boost to get below like the weight that I want, so that when I'm at that weight, I can maintain it better. Introducing a little bit of treat in terms of unnatural sugar rather than just going at it all the time with snacks and things. Crisps. Now, I've had crisps the first time today in probably a couple of weeks, and I bought a big kettle bag, and I got a little bit disciplined about me because I was conscious that actually there's no point eating loads of soup and salad and then just binging on crisps. So I'm still struggling with eating late at night. And one of the health things I've got is I've got like a 9:30 cut off. So this time of night, that was 45 minutes ago, I have not eaten a thing. It used to be hard, having done it now for about, not every day perfectly, but for about 2 months. I'm in that place where the 9:30 is fine. 9:30 is fine. Get me rhyming away. Other healthy habits that I've got up. So my first one was soup or salad for a meal. Not eating past 9:30. No unnatural sugars. I know they're not in the right order. Doesn't really matter. The other thing I've got is I've been really, really conscious of getting a variety of colours on my plate. So it doesn't look really bland. If it's colourful, it's normally healthy. If I can add a little bit of colour into every meal, it normally means I'm adding a bit of vegetables. It normally means I'm adding a little bit of spice, something different, so it's tasty. And it also makes me think I'm getting the vitamins and nutrients I need. When I do juice, I tend to go for coloured juices. Love like having an orange or a red juice and then a green juice. For me, on the plate, I need to have the same sort of thing. And I think the final kind of healthy habit is completely and utterly keeping myself accountable. And I do this through something called Man versus Fat, or Man v Fat. a website that's got a forum on it. You can do a 30-day group where basically you put what you eat every day on the website, on the forum, with your 4 or 5 buddies around you who are online who are doing that same 30 days, and you tell them how much you want to lose, and you measure yourselves every Friday. And what that does is it keeps you accountable to what you're losing, but also what you're eating. And you get a feel for what other people are eating to try and stay healthy. Also the activity you're doing, because you need to be more active, which I've been on a run, as you know. I mean, I want to try and get that more regularly built in. I'm struggling with that, I'll be honest. That's my next hurdle. I'm going to try and find 5 active tips for myself. But yeah, definitely on the Man versus Fat or Man v Fat, inspirational stories. You're not getting loads of dietitians and experts on there, but you're getting like blokes who are struggling to lose weight or maintain their weight, being open and going, look, I ate rubbish yesterday, or I ate well and I'm proud of myself, and I want to keep going. So I'm on a day 14, I think it is, and it's looking good. And I've used them before, but I want to try and sort of just dip in and out. I'm challenging myself to how often I'm putting my steaks down, as it were. I'm vegetarian, that's a hilarious joke. On what I've lost, what I've eaten, all that sort of stuff. So it's good to be in company. That's my kind of 5 healthy tips. I suppose next time the thing is to look at 5 healthy income habits, as it were. That's the most unattractive title in the world. So what I'm looking at, I've got a couple of things in mind. I'm still working my head around the 20k thing a little bit. I'm doing some of that through kind of the things I'm achieving at work in terms of earning as much as I can in my current job. Then there's extra ways and means, and I'm still having a bit of a think on that one. But what I have started to do is to reduce my spend. I spend a lot eating out. Obviously, not planning meals is a killer for my diet. That stopped. I've also have decided, I can't remember where I got this advice from. If I want something, I'm waiting a month, and if I still want it, then I'll get it. And that just means obviously not the basic groceries. Oh no, I need some loo roll, I'm going to have to wait a month. No, I'm not that bad. But what I am saying is if I wanted to buy, I don't know, for some people it might be an upgrade, or I wanted to buy a particular pair of trousers, I'll wait a month. And that means that I'm getting to that space where I know if I need it. I brought a few items of clothes recently, and they were already on my want list. Part of the kind of need list then, because it had developed that month on where I'm still thinking the same thing. So I've got a few more things in mind that I'm chewing over, that I'm thinking over. I'm really keen to hit that financial target. It's going to be a harder one than the weight, I think. So I'm looking to get myself coached in that area a little bit, but I also am keen to make sure I can learn as much as I can from me, because quite often we know a lot of the answers. It's just having our eyes open to those opportunities. So subscribe, get involved. Let me know your healthy tips, your 5 healthy tips, happy helps, whatever you want to call them. I'm sure you can come up with much better, snappier titles than I ever could. And you know, I'm learning a lot about vlogging. I'm still going. I'm just getting them out there at the moment, each time hoping that the quality might be a little better. I can't always guarantee it, but thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening to the end. Subscribe and enjoy.